Hey everyone, this is Certified High Performance Coach Michelle Weimer here. Thank you for joining me today. Woohoo! We are on the last of the mini series on how to organize your day for maximum efficiency and effectiveness. And you know what? Today's topic is maybe going to surprise you. Okay, so this productivity hack that I'm going to share with you today, it might sound a little bit counterproductive, but the truth of the matter is, research actually shows that it increases productivity among some other things. So, without wasting too much time, I'm going to jump right in. The reality is, taking breaks can increase your productivity. So, admittedly, I am a person that has to really practice this. I am of that old school mentality of like just keep pushing on, keep working hard, keep at it. Like I got to get this done. I got to get this done. And those of you who are people who are busy, you're super busy, you have a lot on your plate. I get it. Like you might think to yourself, I don't have time to take a break. But the truth is, you can't afford not to take breaks because, again, it increases your ability to be effective. It increases your ability to get things done in a shorter amount of time because when you are firing on all levels, when you have the mental and physical energy that you need to get things done, you are going to be more productive in a shorter period of time. It's just a fact. There's no doubt about it. So what else, like why else does it matter that you are taking breaks? So here's the thing. Not only does taking breaks increase your productivity because it increases your energy or it resets your energy, but it can also do things like affect your creativity. Okay, so it's not just productivity, but creativity. So if you're working on a project and you're like, oh yeah, I gotta push through this. As a matter of fact, I have a friend, a colleague who was recently working on this big project and she was really struggling because she's coming up against these mental blocks, but she kept saying, I gotta push through this, I gotta get this done. And she was skipping her workouts, she was like working hours upon hours, working late. And what was happening is she kept having this mental block, this writer's block, and creativity wasn't happening for her. And I kept saying, you got to take a break. You got to take a break. She finally got to the point where she was like, okay, you know what? I have to do something different because this isn't working. Like realizing that it was time, and she took the break. And guess what happened? She came back and all of a sudden things started flowing, right? Like the creativity started flowing, the ideas started flowing, the content started flowing, and it was really because she finally walked away from the project and took that much needed break. And for her, because she had been working on this for a long period of time, her break was a long break. Like she took a couple days. I'm not saying you have to do that. If you maintain consistent breaks throughout your day, every day, you're probably not going to have to take that big long break. But you know what? If you do need to walk away from a big project you've been working on, then do it because it's going to affect you in a really powerful way. It's going to actually give you what you need to get back to it. So, again, why take breaks? Well, I've already mentioned the energy, right? Your physical and emotional health, your physical and emotional energy is in need of breaks. When you take a break, especially like, so think about this. If you're someone who sits at a desk all day long, like physically, that's not good for your body. Um, so you need to get up and move around. Again, breaks create or increase productivity and creativity. They increase your creative juices, get them flowing when you get up and you walk around. It's kind of like, think about it like this. To put movement, like if you have something boiling or cooking on the stove, and if it's just sitting there, it's just kind of, it can come to a standstill. But if you like stir it up, get it moving around, that's when things really start to come together. That's when they can really start to come into flow. And that's where that creative flow concept comes in terms of taking that break, stirring up your environment, stirring up your body and getting things moving. Breaks can also help in terms of procrastination when you think about, for example, if you are someone who is constantly making decisions throughout the day, you're constantly having to make things happen, get work done, check the boxes off. Breaks can prevent what is called decision fatigue. And what happens when we get decision fatigue is it leads to poor decisions. Okay, so poor decision making starts to happen. Pretty soon you're like, oh, I got to do this. Well, whatever, I'll just do it however. And we start to become less intent on the quality that we're putting out. Or we get stuck because our brain is in this fog and we're mentally exhausted, and so we don't make decisions at all. And this is where procrastination starts to come in. And when you're not making decisions on what your next step is and how you're going to do it and taking that action to get it done, you can become very, very stuck. And anybody knows, we all know, procrastination does not equal productivity. Quite the opposite. Breaks also restore your motivation. And I think this is something that is really important to know, especially for someone who's working on a long-term project. If you are working on a long-term project or goal, or a big project or goal, taking breaks really help restore your motivation. They help you stay focused when you get back on the task. So it's like sometimes we just get tired of working on what we're working on, not just from a physical standpoint, but again, from a mental standpoint. And we start to lose that drive and that like, oh, I'm working through this, I'm getting it done. Again, especially if this is like a long-term goal. So you have to go, okay, I got to take a break. And when you take that break, you can come back renewed and refreshed and motivated again to keep working forward. So these are just some of the little things that taking a break can do. And let me tell you guys, oh, one last thing. There's actually scientific evidence that taking breaks helps improve your memory. Okay, well, that's funny that I almost forgot to tell you that. Because what is that saying? Like, oh man, maybe I need to take a break. And I'll tell you, I've been working today on a lot of projects, and a new project that I have coming. And after I'm done with this Facebook Live, with this live video for you today, I'm going to take a break because I need it, right? So taking breaks also improve your memory. Evidence research shows that, okay? So how do you take breaks when you are in this and you're like, you know what? I am so busy. I don't have time to take a break. Or you're of that mindset, and this is like that old school mentality mindset, but it's something you may have learned growing up, that taking breaks means you're lazy. So, or you feel guilty for taking a break. So again, if I haven't given you enough evidence already in all the ways that breaks benefit you and actually make you better, make you more productive, then, really check yourself, because it may mean that you need to make that mindset shift. But in the process of doing that, in order to change your old habits of pushing through, never taking breaks, it can be very beneficial to simply schedule those breaks. So that's really the big strategy for this, is block out your time in your calendar and schedule your breaks. This will help you get into this new habit of taking breaks every day throughout the day. So for example, if you block out time to work on a project or complete a set of tasks, like say maybe you're replying to all your emails and you schedule an hour to do that. Well then, within that hour, actually set it up for 50 minutes, and at the end, take a 10-minute break before you get into the next task. This will help you with this habit. And you know what? If you need ideas for how to take a break, go for a quick walk, right? That can be huge. Connecting with nature, change your environment. If you need a break and you're working on a project and you need to just go into another room or work from a different place for the day, that can sometimes make a break in the work that you're doing. Maybe you get up and you go get a healthy snack or a drink of water. Maybe you're someone who can take power naps. I actually can't do power naps. I'm one of those people like, I want to take a 2 hour nap, so I don't power nap. My husband power naps. He can totally do it. Like, he can take a nap for like 5 minutes and he's completely refreshed. I don't know how he does it. But if you can do that, then awesome. Take a power nap or do a meditation. Sometimes meditation really helps me to do a short meditation. If nothing else, take some deep breaths, right? Sometimes I just get up, I take some deep breaths, I move around, I do a few jumping jacks, or, I kind of like swing my arms around. Do whatever you need to do. There's no hard, fast rule. You got to start figuring out what works for you, that refreshes you, helps you hit that reset button so that you can be highly productive when you get back to it. So here's the last piece that I want to share with you guys today. If you are wanting help with this, I want to challenge you to give this a try. Schedule out the rest of your week with breaks in mind. Put the breaks in there. Send me a picture of your calendar. Send me a picture of your calendar. You can send it to support@michelleweimer.com of your schedule. And I want to see those scheduled breaks in there. So I'm going to hold you accountable for it. And we're going to have some fun with this. Anyone who sends me a picture of their schedule, again, with your name and email address, and actually send me your phone number, right? Because I'm going to give you a call, let you know, so I can get your mailing address. If you win, I'm going to put you in a drawing. If you win, I'm going to send you a high performance planner that you can use, you can start using, so you're always scheduling out your day so that you can be as effective and efficient as possible every day. So do that today. Look at your calendar, schedule out the rest of your week, give it a try for a week, and just see how you feel. Really evaluate your energy levels and your productivity levels after you've scheduled in these breaks and given this a try. I'm telling you, if you do it and you stick with it, you will see a difference. And then again, send me a picture of your schedule so I know you're doing the work, and I'll put you in a drawing and we'll see. I'll give out a high performance planner to the person who wins the drawing. So thank you as always for joining me here, and I look forward to talking with you next week. I am off now to take a break. Bye for now.